Is there any update on Ben Stratton as yet?
No, he's gone to the Epworth Steve A's. I think it's pretty graphic. I think he's dislocated a kneecap, but what ligament or tendon damage that's done to his knee, we're uncertain at this stage, and he'll hopefully get it assessed over the next 2 days. And I'd anticipate that he's going to miss some time of footy, and we're hoping that it's not 12 months of footy, but we're just in the hands of the doctors, and they'll let us know what time frame he's going to miss.
Anything in Osborne coming off as well?
Yeah, he just had a slight calf, and that's the tough part. The subral, you take one bloke out. He probably could have continued to play, but we had a fresh bloke on in Bruce, and it's halfway through the third quarter. You think, we'll activate the sub, and then 1 minute later, Strats goes down with his knee injury. So that's just stiff luck. So for the best part of 40, 50 minutes, we're down to just 2 blokes on the bench, and that's why the game became a real slog and a real challenge. But at Richmond, they had a poor start at the game, and we jumped out to a really good start, which was pleasing, given that wasn't the case the week before, when we just couldn't put scoreboard pressure on the opposition. But we were able to do that this week, and Richmond, particularly after quarter time, made it a much stronger contest, and it was pretty even after quarter time. Inside 50s were even, clearances were even, contested footy was even, but we just managed to get that really good break at the start of the game, which was probably the difference in the end.
Overall, what was the most pleasing aspect of the night?
Probably to get in those type of conditions, just to work hard. We won every quarter, which was important for us. We didn't play sensational footy, and on nights like tonight, it's never going to be spectacular, but good old-fashioned footy in terms of strong, hard contests, lots of tackling, and that's what was pleasing for us tonight. The commitment by all the players and the roles that they had to play, but it was just ended on a sour note, I suppose, with the injury to Strats. But that's going to happen in footy, and Kanga's old saying, you lose a soldier, replace him with another one. So we'll just have to bring another guy in. But we like the fact that we've got some good depth, and someone will come in and replace him next week.
What do you make of Josh Gibson's game tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was superb, and a lot of our defence. Richmond still had similar, if not more, inside 50s than us tonight, and we were still able to manage to win by 10 goals, which is outstanding effort, and says something about the fight of our back six and the assistance that they got from some of their midfielders pushing in to support. But to keep Rewalt to, I think he got a late goal. He's an important player to their structure and kicks a lot of goals for them. So to keep him out of the contest for the bulk of the night was really important for us.
You might argue that Buddy did in fact play a sensational game. He just seemed to get better below his knees in the slick conditions. He's even now sort of still marvel at what he can do.
Obviously, a pretty important player to our structure, and I didn't think our players were as good with a slippery ball as they could have, but Richmond were the same. It was tough conditions. It was that drizzly type of night all night, and but Buddy in particular and a couple of the others roughly too. Once they got used to the conditions, they handled the ball pretty well, and it's really important that your key forwards can control the drop of the ball, and whether they were marking it themselves or allowing others to come into the game because of the crumbs, they're pretty important to our structure.
You touched on it before, Alison. You must be thrilled with the depth that you have, because you bring blokes like Savage and Shields in, and they just seem to be fitting right into things. And you've got more sort of tucked away there to slip over into the...
Yeah, we've got some boys that we'd like to give an opportunity. Piopolo's been really good. We drafted Poppy from the SANFL, and he's ready to play, and Isaac Smith's ready to go. And we've had Xavier and Brent Guerra, who both played tonight, but they've been waiting in the wings a little bit, just whilst some of these young lads have had terrific pre-seasons and deserves their opportunity early on. But Suckling, Savage and Shields have all played steady games in the 3 games to date, and they'll continue to play for us whilst their form is maintained like that. And but we've got several others that are ready to push up, and Murphy has had a delayed start to the season after hurting his ankle in the NAB1 game over in Perth. So he's played 3 or 4 games back now at Box Hill, so he'll be ready to go, and I dare say he'll be right in the mix to replace Straits if he's going to miss a slab of time.
Just in terms of your overall structures, and do you feel like you're really, as a team, up and running on all cylinders now?
No, not by any stretch. As I said earlier, whether it was just the scrappiness of the contest, but we were when you win by 10 goals, you usually have got a reasonable dominance of the football. And whilst we finished and were more polished with our goal kicking perhaps than the Tigers were, they would have been disappointed with their accuracy. But we're disappointed that we allowed them so many inside 50 entries and so many chances. So we need to get it better, and we've got a fair amount of ground to make up on some of the better sides in the competition, particularly that black and white crew who continue to play great footy. So whilst we're pleased with the win, it nearly sounds like it's arrogant to not be satisfied with a 10-goal victory, because if we'd been offered that at the start of the game, by no means we wouldn't have taken it. But we still think we've got a lot of improvement with the way that we need to play.
Just a word on Sam Mitchell after sort of seeing him pull out with one of the little ones being ill. Was that something you guys knew was always on the cards, like in the last? No,
it wasn't. I mean, there's a whole host of things going on in Mitch's life. He probably could have nearly played, irrespective of what was going on family-wise. But it was a 6-day break. He pulled up sore throughout the course of the week. He couldn't train and prepare as well as he actually usually does, because he's just so professional in the way he goes about it. And we just thought it wasn't a week to take an enormous risk with him. Now we'll see how things go over the course of this week and see how it all settles, and hopefully get things back into a little bit of routine, and everything will be okay for him leading into next week's game against West Coast. Thanks, guys.